In this video, we'll demonstrate using the Acute Bus Finder 7264 Pro for eMMC 5.1. We'll start by opening the Bus Finder software and select Logic Analyzer mode. Click the Quick Settings button at the top left, choose MMC, and select MMC Probe. Then, enable Transitional Storage to reduce the amount of data captured. Then open the settings screen to configure the pin assignments for the input signals. If you only need to view command and busy waveforms, you can use 3-pin mode, connect clock, command, and D0 to capture the command data. Start with logic analysis mode to verify the signals, then switch to protocol analysis mode for longer captures. We'll first set one decode channel for commands, then add a second channel for data, so both command and data decoding can be viewed on screen at the same time. You can also set trigger conditions to isolate the waveform for a specific command. Triggers can be configured to fire based on specific data content. The system supports timeout conditions as well. For example, if transmission takes too long, if the CRC response is delayed, or if the busy state persists after completion. You can set time thresholds as needed and assign specific commands as trigger conditions. After confirming the captured waveform, switch to protocol analysis mode for long-term capture. In the protocol list at the top left, select eMMC. We also support other memory protocols, including SD 3.0, SD 4.0, UFS, and NAND flash. Let's begin by capturing data. We'll go over the configuration details later. In this demo, the device under test is an eMMC 5.1 development board. We'll run initialization and high-speed transfers to observe the eMMC communication process. BusFinder saves the captured data to your computer's hard drive and displays it on screen in real time. The instrument's built-in 32 gigabits of memory acts as a buffer, and capture stops automatically when it's full. You can also press stop at any time to end the capture. All eMMC packets are displayed in a clear table. Click any packet to view detailed decoding and the raw data on the right. There's also a feature that shows stats of the captured commands and responses. Using the report list together with the statistics view, you can quickly filter the data you want to analyze. For example, you can locate all instances of command 01 and double-click to jump directly to them in the main report. Error counts are calculated automatically, and the data column tracks total read and write operations. Click Write to view command 24 and command 25. The right side of the main report provides more detailed information. For example, you can see the device is operating in HS400 mode along with its current clock speed. There is also a Hide Items feature, allowing you to temporarily hide data you don't need for analysis. For example, to focus on command 25, other commands can be hidden from the display. If data is also hidden, only the response content remains on screen. If only data is hidden, all commands and responses can still be viewed together for easier review. This feature is ideal for quickly focusing on specific content within large volumes of captured data. Simply click Clear to restore the full view. Next, let's review the settings in more detail. First, set the sampling rate. It's recommended to use a value about 10 times the speed of the signal under test for reliable capture. Then configure the probe by selecting the appropriate probe type, assigning the signal pins to each channel, and setting the correct trigger level for stable detection. For the secondary protocol configuration, unused channels can be assigned to enable an additional logic analysis set, allowing synchronized capture of multiple protocols. To enable NAND flash analysis, set the sampling rate below 1 GHz. Support is available for most mainstream NAND flash memory brands. For the startup settings, configure the capture to match the device's current operating mode and use the tuning function to automatically adjust the phase. Start by selecting the operating mode as the basis for analysis. On the right are the phase parameters for each channel. Set them to 0 first to observe the effect of the adjustment. Then start the capture and restart the device under test. The system will begin tuning and calculation automatically. Once complete, the screen displays error statistics for each data pin from D0 through D7. For example, at phase 18 or 19, the error count may drop to 0. Click OK to apply the optimal parameters automatically. The filter function also lets you define the maximum data length for each recorded packet. If you only need to observe the first few bytes of each packet, this function can help save storage space and reduce analysis time. The trigger function offers a wide range of options, including triggering on specific commands or data, detecting errors, CRC status, or timeout conditions, and even capturing events when VCC or VDD voltage drops. You can also define the trigger range using the graphical interface for more precise control. For the remaining options, additional settings are available. Command names can be customized using vendor command with the option to include associated data. Timing controls let you define the number of clock cycles per symbol. 3-pin mode requires only clock, command, and D0, making it useful when access is limited or when focusing on command flow and status. A clock detection feature is also included to verify whether the clock signal is active. Finally, Voltage Detect provides 2 voltage monitoring functions. We'll now introduce the 3 data storage modes available in Bus Finder. The first is Protocol Analyzer mode, which displays decoded data in real time. This is the mode just used for capture. The second is Protocol Logger mode, similar to a data recorder, which continuously saves large amounts of data to the hard drive for long-duration analysis. The third is Protocol Monitor mode, similar to a dash cam, which records in a loop and overwrites data until a trigger occurs or capture is stopped, at which point the data is saved to the computer. Ideal for observing specific signals or protocol data without stopping the capture, though length is limited by the instrument's internal memory. The Bus Finder Pro can be configured with various options to suit your needs, assisting you in measuring a wide range of high-speed signals. For more details, including documentation, updates, and additional solutions, please visit the Acute website.